Welcome back to Slash and Taxes, and today we're going to talk about you. Side hustle deductions. What rocks and what flops? So you started a little side hustle. Uber, Etsy, maybe TikTok, dancing in a Slash wig. Now you're asking, can I write off my whole life on taxes? Not so fast, Rockstar. Some write-offs are legit, and some are a one-way ticket to the IRS mosh pit, 30 days in the hole after Janie's got a gun, something like that. So I'm going to go over these things with you, and you're going to want to stick around to the end. I'm going to show you the wildest real tax deduction the IRS ever approved. And yeah, it involves cat food. So first, let's look at what actually works. The IRS says your expenses must be ordinary and necessary. That means ordinary, common in your trade, necessary, helpful but not ridiculous, like a lot of lead singers I know. Ordinary for something like Uber and Lyft would be gas, oil changes, car washes. Etsy would be yarn, beads, packaging, and shipping. Beads, those hippie girls at some of the shows. YouTuber, camera, gear, editing software, lighting. Maybe you're a consultant. You need that laptop, need your Zoom subscription, maybe a LinkedIn ad. The key thing you got to remember is that ordinary and necessary means you can't stretch it. Driving Uber? Gas? Sure. A Lamborghini? Nah. Unless your Uber service is called Uber but make it Ferrari, and even then, good luck with that. Now the fun part. Stuff you cannot deduct no matter how creative you get. IRS does not let you convert your life into business. Netflix because you study comedy? Nope. Gym membership for an Uber driver? Try again. Hawaiian vacation because you thought about business ideas? Alright, hotshot. But here's where it gets interesting, the gray areas. Let's say you've got, a dog. And the dog is literally your mascot. He's in your Instagram posts, your TikTok videos. Customers come back because they remember the dog. Could you write off the vet bill? Maybe if you could prove it's part of the business image. You might squeak by. But if Fluffy is just snoring on the couch while you drive Uber, that's a personal pet, not a business partner. Costume example. Big cowboy hat that makes you stand out if it's your business image, maybe. If it's just to look cool at Applebee's, IRS is hobby cowboy. So the line between deductible and laughable is thin. And the IRS, they've got zero sense of humor. Okay, so let's talk hobby loss. The IRS hates when you have fun. Got my hair in my mouth, my fake hair in my mouth. This is the fake rock star hair. So the IRS hates when you have fun. So if you have some kind of hobby like and you're losing money 3 out of 5 years, you're not gonna like that too much, man. Photographer who photographs his cats in his front yard and just watches them jump around. That's not cool, dude. Guitar player who buys a bunch of amps and pedals and stuff like that, goes to one restaurant gig a year or like films one video here on YouTube. That's not gonna work out either. If your business plan is, I'm going to manifest it, dude. I'm going to manifest it. The IRS calls that a hobby. If your motto is someday I'll blow up on TikTok, that's not a business plan. That's a dream, dude. That's a dream. And dreams are okay, but not for the IRS. So here's the not so sexy part, but it'll save you on an audit. The IRS loves receipts, but they don't like, trust me, bro. So here's the deal, man. You got to save your receipts. The IRS loves receipts. They hate, trust me, bro. So save receipts for everything. I'm talking about gas, mileage. They got apps for that. You can download an app to your little device, and just save your app. You can have a notebook like some of the farmers that we have, and they have notebooks and stuff like that. Anything you buy, just keep a receipt for, because they're just waiting to shred you, man. They will shred you quicker than a Van Halen solo if you don't have those receipts. So you got to keep those receipts. You got to be organized. You got to keep it together. Let me tell you, they don't like when you don't have it together. They're looking to get you. They're looking to get you. You have to have your stuff, man. So keep your miles. Keep your receipts. Look, your accountants hate it. If it's in a cardboard box when you bring it to them at the end of the year, crumpled up receipts, they can't stand you. But you're protecting yourself, man. You're protecting yourself more than the lead singer from a thrown ball of ice coming on the stage at some Whitesnake concert. You know what I'm saying? So you got to protect yourself. You have to do it. It's your priority at this point. So here's a not so sexy part, but it'll save you in an audit. Keep records. IRS loves receipts, hates when people say, "Hey man, you gotta trust me, bro." You know what I'm saying? So mileage apps, Mile IQ, Stride, even a notebook. Receipts for small stuff like batteries, postage, website hosting. Keep digital copies. Phone photo is fine. Just keep your records, man. Keep your record. I want you to think of it like this. A receipt is like a backstage pass for your deductions. No ticket, no entry. Show up to an IRS audit empty-handed, they'll shred your deductions faster than a Van Halen solo. Alright, so I promise you the craziest deduction ever. There's a case called C. Wright versus Commissioner. A couple owned a junkyard, and they wanted $300 of expensive deducted for their cat food a year, and they went to court over this. And this is crazy stuff. But it turns out that these what they were doing was feeding feral cats to keep the mice and snakes away from all their junk. You can look that one up. That's a true story. So you never know if it's legitimate. You can make it happen. I mean, look that up. C. Wright versus Commissioner. Crazy, man. The cat food deduction. You know what I'm saying? Wonder if I could get a snake deduction for my snake. Anyway, you never know. So here's your takeaway. Deduct the real stuff. Skip the nonsense. Keep the proof. Otherwise, them guys in Washington will treat your side hustle like an air guitar. Looks fun, not real. This is slashing taxes, keeping your hustle out of the IRS mosh pit, and when I'm not playing guitar, I'm studying taxes, man.